Greetings and welcome to another Pokemon 2019 anime preview discussion. Or should I say, welcome to another Pokemon Journeys the series preview discussion, since that is the official English name for the new series which was revealed recently. Now this one will be a special one because I want to talk about the special preview that showcases upcoming new episodes of the Pokemon 2019 series. This preview is already a few weeks old at this point, but I did not know that it existed until I read a few comments left on one of my videos that spoke about things that were shown in the special preview, and I kept wondering, what are they talking about? Where did they see this? So I searched for the preview and I watched it. I was so hyped by it that I knew I had to make a video talking about it, so this is it. Keep in mind that I will not talk about everything that was shown in the special preview, because a few of the episodes that were showcased in it have already aired, namely episodes 21 and 22. I already have reviews for both of them here on my channel, so feel free to check them out. There are links for them in the description below. I will instead focus only on the episodes that have yet to air, so let's get started. The first thing that I want to talk about is Korrina's return. That's right, Korrina, the Fighting-Type Gym Leader of the Shalour Gym back in the Kalos Region, will reappear in the anime. This will be her first appearance since the XY series. And she returns with her Mega-Lucario, of course, which also marks the return of Mega Evolution to the anime. It seems she's participated in the Pokemon World Championship and she will be battling Ash as part of the championship, in a stadium with a crowd watching their epic clash. Now, I have seen comments of people that are worried that Ash won't know Korrina, that his brain could be reset, and that the XY series did not happen. This has happened in the past. Ash meets people that he has seen before, but he meets them again like it's the first time. However, no worries here, since you can hear characters talking throughout the preview, and Korrina herself says, "Seriously, Ash, battling you gets me really fired up." So it's safe to say that there is no reset here. Korrina's return is very exciting. To see characters from previous series return, a gym leader at that, and even having her battle Ash is the stuff of dreams. This is a major criticism I had for episode 18 because Lieutenant Surge was mentioned several times but he never appeared in the flesh. As cool as Ash's battle with Biscuits was, it would have been even more amazing to see him battle Lieutenant Surge himself. Also in episode 12, Lance reappeared and yet Ash did not get to meet him. I mentioned in the review for both of those episodes that the Pokemon anime tends to forget its past. It's rare that characters return, and it's even more infrequent to have set characters actually play a major role. It's rare to have them meet Ash again, so I am glad that they are finally giving us some more reunions like this. Korrina especially is a good choice because she's one of the gym leaders that got the most screen time in the anime, and she shared a lot of time with Ash, so their reunion is more meaningful. It seems Ash will use Gengar and Pikachu in the battle since both of them appear while Korrina is talking. I am definitely looking forward to more Gengar action, and I am glad that Ash is using Gengar as often as possible. However, an image popped up recently that suggests that Ash will use Dragonite as well, and that Dragonite will battle Mega-Lucario. If this is the case, then this will be Dragonite's first official battle. Dragonite did battle the giant Golurk back in episode 14, but that was a team battle against a wild Pokemon. This will be its first battle against a trainer, and thus its first true battle. Dragonite has not seen much action thus far. Gengar has seen more action despite being a more recent acquisition. But I guess they were saving Dragonite's first true battle for a big moment, and here it is. This will be a test of Dragonite's strength, and I hope it wins. This is gonna be one epic battle and an overall amazing episode. It's such a shame that the anime was suspended because this is scheduled to be episode 25, meaning that it would have aired this week at the time of recording and uploading if the anime had continued as planned. We now have to wait for the anime to return, and even when it does, we still have to wait at least 2 weeks for episodes 23 and 24 to air as well. The wait will be painful indeed, but I'm sure it will be worth it when we see the epic battle of Dragonite versus Mega-Lucario. Now, before I move on to the next topic, I would like to discuss two more things relating to Korrina's return. The first thing I want to discuss is Ash's Riolu, the latest addition to his team. Ash's Riolu is stubborn, prideful, and it wants to be strong, so I wonder how it would react if it sees Korrina's Lucario, its evolved form, and especially when it sees Lucario's Mega Evolution. I doubt that Ash will use Riolu in the battle because Riolu is still too young given that it hatched from its egg in episode 21. Seeing its evolved form in action could serve as a catalyst for Riolu, a catalyst that propels Riolu to seek strength with more determination. It could also lead to Riolu wanting to evolve into Lucario. I am certain that Riolu will evolve eventually, and this meeting could be the first step. Several of Ash's Pokemon have ended up face to face with their evolved forms in the past, and while they don't always evolve as a result, it always ends up becoming a motivation for greater power. Recent examples of this are Ash's Rowlet and its rivalry with House Dartrix and later Decidueye. There's also the biggest recent example, which is Ash's Incineroar. When it was a Litten and when it was a Torracat, it had a big rivalry with Kukui's Incineroar. In fact, Litten evolved into Torracat after battling Kukui's Incineroar, and Torracat evolved into Incineroar after defeating Kukui's Incineroar at the Alola League. I am eager to see what will happen with Riolu as a result of this meeting. It would also be cool if Korrina gives Ash a Mega Ring, which is what she does in the games for the player character. It would also be amazing if she gives Ash a Lucario Knight in honor of his Riolu and future Lucario, so that Ash can finally get the Mega Evolution he never got back in the XY and XYZ series. The last thing I want to mention before moving on is that Korrina's return opens the possibility for more characters to return in the future. The caption during that part of the special preview reads, "Rivals from around the world assemble," which could refer to just Korrina, yes, but the fact that it's plural could suggest that more characters might return in the future to face Ash. It is the Pokemon World Championship, meaning that it is not limited to just one region. Anyone, anywhere can participate. This means battling trainers all over the world, which does fit with the theme of this series since it has been all about traveling to every region. Therefore, it is possible we might see more returning characters. There was already a rumor that Alain, one of Ash's XYZ rivals, will return. If this does happen, it will allow Ash to settle the score because Alain notably ended up undefeated. Ash always defeats his major rivals at least once, but Alain never lost to Ash, even though Ash should have won at the Kalos League. If Alain returns, it could be Ash's chance at a rematch. There's also rumors that Greninja will return as well. If Greninja returns and Alain returns and they coincide, then that means it will be the perfect rematch. But just imagine if more characters return. What if in order for Ash to reach Leon, he has to battle his way through a Pokemon Anime All-Stars Gauntlet in which he has to battle the likes of Alain, Paul, Gary, and other known characters from the anime's past? Can you imagine how amazing that would be? If all of this happens, it will be like a Pokemon anime fan's wish list. Oh man. Best Pokemon series ever? We would just have to wait and see. So moving on, Sobble appears in the special preview with the caption, "Meeting brand new Pokemon." This is what prompted the comments I got on my video, "Ash will catch Grookey and Sobble." A lot of people are saying that this confirms Sobble, and it does, but it does not show who catches it. However, Ash does say during that segment, "Want to come with us?" which suggests that he does indeed get Sobble. He also says you can get stronger with us, but Riolu does show immediately afterwards, so maybe that was meant for Riolu. Though I don't recall Ash saying that in episode 21. But the important thing here is that Sobble is indeed confirmed. Now what about Grookey? Some people also commented that Grookey is out of the question now because Sobble is confirmed. But it is still possible for Ash to catch both, especially considering that Grookey shows up in the new ending theme with Riolu and Lycanroc. There is a brief segment of a Morpeko eating chips which is also under the caption, "Meeting brand new Pokemon." So Morpeko will be making its first anime appearance soon. Not much else to say here. Bulbapedia did have this as episode 24, but this has been changed. So I guess it's not known what episode this will be. The preview also shows Go and Raboot who are seemingly training together under heavy rainfall. I touched on this in my review for episode 22. I believe that Go will train with Raboot and that he will take battles more seriously. Go and Raboot's relationship is in a better place now after episode 22. But Raboot still wants the battle, so Go will probably decide to focus on it for Raboot's sake. And next up is the other hype moment of the preview. Leon returns for his first physical appearance since episode 13, and he will be having yet another Pokemon World Championship battle at Wyndham Stadium like he did in episode 12. This time he will be facing Raihan, Dragon-Type Gym Leader and the final Gym Leader of Pokemon Sword and Shield. In my preview discussion for episode 12, which was one of the first Pokemon 2019 videos I made, I talked about why Lance. Why was Lance chosen as Leon's opponent? My conclusion was that they wanted a battle between dragon-type trainers, a battle of dragons or pseudo-dragon. Now Leon does use a variety of types, but he always uses Dragapult and Haxorus in his team when you face him in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Charizard has also always been considered a pseudo-dragon, and Charizard has been used by Lance himself in the games. So you could consider Leon a dragon-type trainer, and they wanted him to battle another dragon-type trainer. So they chose Lance, the most recognizable dragon-type specialist and the original one. But I did wonder why not Raihan, who would be more appropriate given that he is a character from Sword and Shield, the latest game, and that the battle takes place at Wyndham Stadium, which is also from Sword and Shield, and Wyndham Stadium is located in the Galar region, the new region from Pokemon Sword and Shield. Also, Raihan does battle Leon in Pokemon Sword and Shield, and he is also Leon's rival, and he wants to be the one that ends Leon's reign as champion. So Raihan is the obvious choice, but they went with Lance instead. But now I see that they were just saving Raihan for later. The battle is probably going to be one-on-one like it was with Lance, and Raihan is sure to use Duraludon, given that it is his main Pokemon and the one he Gigantamaxes in the games. You can also see what has to be one of Duraludon's legs when Charizard Gigantamaxes. In fact, you can actually see Duraludon faded out in the background during this sequence, so it's pretty much confirmed that yes, Raihan will use his Duraludon. So this will be a battle between G-Max Pokemon and it's sure to be an epic one. I am sure that Raihan will lose since Leon has to remain the reigning champion so that Ash can get to him eventually. Also, Raihan always loses against Leon in the games, but it should still be a great battle nonetheless. Now what I really want to see is that Ash meets Raihan so that he learns of the gym challenge and that he decides to undertake it, which is something I have mentioned before. I miss gym battles and I would hate to see this being the only generation where Ash does not battle the gym leaders. It is at odds with the theme of this series since it means focusing on one region, but Ash could travel to Galar every now and then to challenge a gym while still traveling to other regions every other episode. Even if this does not happen, it should still be a great episode. I also hope Ash talks to Leon again so that he can show Leon his progress thus far. It's also worth noting that they show this, which depicts the top 8 trainers in the championship, the trainers that belong in Master Ball class. You can clearly see the silhouettes of Leon, Lance, and Raihan. However, the other 5 trainers have generic silhouettes, which could mean that they are just random generic trainers. But I think that they are just placeholders for now, as the idea is to have more badass known trainers from the anime and games appear so that they can face Leon like Lance and Raihan. Hopefully this is the case because I would love to see other champions like Cynthia battling Leon. A Galarian Farfetch'd and a group of Slowpoke also show up, which means that Galarian Farfetch'd will be making its first anime appearance, and that there will be a Slowpoke focused episode. Maybe they introduce Galarian Slowpoke as well. And finally, Sonia will be making an appearance in the anime. Sonia is an important character in Pokemon Sword and Shield. She is the granddaughter and assistant of Professor Magnolia. In the games, she interacts with the player a lot throughout the journey. She also researches the legends of the Galar region, which includes the legendary Pokemon Zacian, Samacenta, and Eternatus. So I wonder if she will serve as the anime's gateway into these legends and the legendary Pokemon they speak about, since the anime does tend to include the big plot points surrounding the legendary Pokemon from the games. So we can expect to see the Darkest Day depicted in the anime perhaps. Regardless, I really like Sonia in the games and I am looking forward to seeing her in the anime. She also looks just gorgeous in anime form. But that's the special preview. Overall, there are a lot of amazing and exciting things coming to the Pokemon anime in the future. I am incredibly hyped for all of this, which makes the anime suspension all the more painful. But when it returns, we will surely be in for a treat. As always, leave your own thoughts down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and would like to see more like it, then please consider subscribing to my channel. I love Pokemon and I love making videos on both the anime and the games. Also, please consider clicking the links on screen so that you can check out more videos like this right away. Thank you very much for watching and let's meet again in the next video.